So today I'm here with another topic, subject-verb agreement. So subject-verb agreement, otherwise called as subject-verb concord. So that is nothing but it is a simple rule in English grammar. So it is a simple rule that you have between the subject and the verb in a sentence. So the subject and the verb in a sentence, it should agree in number and person. So that is the basic rule of subject-verb agreement. So let us see about the rules that we have in subject-verb agreement. So the basic rule in subject-verb agreement is that the subject, if the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. So that is the main simple rule in subject-verb agreement. And there are other rules like addition of a conjunction or adverb. In those cases, what subject should be taken and what are the rules that we are supposed to follow to make the singular or plural form of verbs. So if you have a singular subject in a sentence, you should use a singular verb. If you have a plural subject, you are supposed to use a plural verb. This is the basic rule in subject-verb agreement. Okay, so here is a very small and a simple example for that. So basically in a sentence you have a subject, a verb and an object. So we are here to see what the agreement that we have between the subject and the verb. So my friend is Japanese. So in this sentence, my friend, the subject, is a singular. So in that case, we are supposed to use a singular verb. So my friend is Japanese. So the same sentence I've used in a plural form. My friends, okay, my friends, that means it's plural. My friends are Japanese. So if you have a plural subject, you are supposed to use a plural form of verb. So this is the basic rule in subject-verb agreement. And the next rule is the same. Yes, the same. Singular goes with singular and plural goes with plural. Whereas two or more singular subject connected by and, okay, the use of conjunction. So if you have two subjects in a sentence, two singular subject in a sentence, usually take a plural verb. Okay, so here Ram and Raj are friends. Okay, Raj and Ram are friends. So here you have two different subjects, two individual subject. Okay, so when you combine, okay, two or more subject, different subjects, there addition of 1 plus 1, two subject, we are supposed to use a plural form of verb. Okay, so Raj and his father. So Raj is one subject, his father is another subject. Okay, so by using and conjunction, both the subjects are connected. Okay, so in that form, we are supposed to use a plural form of verb. The same rule. So adding and to do two different subjects. So there we have another exception, that is, so when two or more subject is used in a sentence, so if the two singular noun referring to the same person, then the verb must be a singular. Okay, so here the article which defines whether the subject is singular or plural, the two subject is different or same. So in this example, the secretary and correspondent. Okay, the secretary and correspondent. So the use of the, which means specific. So here we are using the article the only once. So which means secretary and correspondent are same person. So the secretary and correspondent has come. Okay, the same example with the use of article the for both the subject, that is the secretary and the correspondent have come. So by using specific okay, by using definite article the for both the designation secretary and correspondent, which means the secretary and the correspondent both are different person. So you have two different subject there. So we are supposed to use verb plural. Okay, so you have two different subject, so you are supposed to use plural form of verb. Okay, so this is one. Another one is another rule for the combination of two subject. So two subject expressing one idea. Yes, so let us just explain this rule by an example. Bread and butter is a wholesome food. I've mentioned as bread and butter is a wholesome food. So bread and butter, you have two different food items, one is bread and one is butter, but the idea is bread and butter are belong to one idea, that is food. Food is the subject here. So two different type of food or two different variety of food, but it is food. So the subject is one. Okay, two subjects express one idea, so that is singular. So we are supposed to use a singular verb. Okay, yes, this is another. So this is the basic rule. The first rule is very simple, that is we are using, if you have a singular subject in a sentence, we are using a singular verb. If we have a plural sentence subject in a sentence, we are using a plural form of verb. Okay, so and the next rule, the simplest rule for using the subject and the verb in combination with and the article the. Yes, so you have to first understand whether the subject is singular or plural, even if it is in a combination. Okay, so these are the basic rules of subject verb agreement. And other, you have so many rules where using an adverb or collective nouns, and so let us discuss in the next video.